Alright, so we got ourselves another new missive. I guess while we're here, we can take a little peek and just see what we do actually have and what we still need to do. Let's see, what do we have here? Because, like, this must be the thing that we just fought. There's one new one that came in. The Masterless Marauder. The Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve. But this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned to Kashyyyk with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there is none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. They have this one. A monster born in the Balamung Dark, and quite possibly the deadliest beast known to man. Sid, we beg you to slay it. Not only that the world might be a safer place, but that the bearers who lost their lives to that vile creature might at last be avenged. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it, we doubt that any but you could emerge from its cage alive. See, this one I don't even know where it could be. It's just the Masterless Beast, the Waluder army, so it's probably here somewhere. Like, well, not here, but like on Ash and not Storm, right?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so.
A new dawn. Every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning. And forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung. I know it's like forever. It's unsigned, huh?
There you are.
The Fallen Enigma. Is that it? I think that might be it for all of those. Huh. Okay, let's go check the missives. Maybe we'll check tomes as well. Finally, a worthy challenger. I know, right? This one might actually be the hardest fight. Just have to wait and see, I suppose. So how many curiosities have we finished then? That might... I don't think we're done yet, but I do think we're close. Yeah, the stream's definitely gonna go over. It's probably gonna go at least an hour over, if not a little bit more. A treasure hunt. What? You didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case I could bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. A triunity. Bringing together three men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did, for a better Valestia. The triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, one that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so, she's been taken to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does, too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little cursebreaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Gav. It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure. But somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I'll never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I could not describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You are just what I need. You're all that I need. You are the greatest gift. Jill. That's very sweet. A note of thanks. My Lord Marquis, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would have moved them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rossfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Cyril, bearer of the burning quill. How many curiosities do we have? A lot. We're missing 3. Ooh. That's me a little concerned. Does that mean I do need to finish off the tomes, maybe? Or maybe the Orchestrion scrolls? The emblem of the Undying's headquarters in Tabor. The Undying are a secret society sworn to serve House Rossfield, and more particularly, the dominance of the Phoenix that are born into the Rossfield line. Such is their acolytes' faith in the Phoenix, they will gladly surrender their lives if it should be for the benefit of their master. A fragrant diadem handwoven by Jill from flowers picked on the shores of Olifiest Bay. The garland rekindles memories of a more innocent time and speaks of a love that can never fade. Oops. Winter mead, nice. A gift from Gav. This potent potable is made from honey collected in the Northern Territories. Short summers, and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons. Despite an obvious inability to hold this drink, Gav has insisted that he be allowed to share the bottle when the time comes to crack the seal. Yeah, we're close. So assuming I get 1 for each of these quests, I'm missing 1 then. But I don't know what that 1 could be. I'll look it up if I don't get it either from tomes. But how many Orchestrion scrolls am I missing?
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Level 8?
You wish to study the tomes?
Level 8 has to be the max. It has to be the max. Bum, 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 bum. I wish level 10 was the max. I wish level 10 was the max too. I don't like it could be level 10. I just have a hard time seeing how I could fill out anything else. The Balmung Dark. A Colosseum-like prison located immediately north of Ravenwood Walls in the Kingdom of Waloed. Or maybe I get 1 for beating all of the marks, maybe. That 1 could be it too. Bearers sent here become the unfortunate subject of an ambitious military endeavor designed to train untrainable beasts of war. When the kingdom fell and the wardens lost their wills to the Aether, those same bearers were left in their cells to starve, which most did. Ah, that's awful, man. I like it's such a good way of telling the story, but it's also super awful. A settlement situated in the north of Waloed. After being abandoned by its former residents, it became something of a gathering place for followers of the Savior cult, recently arisen on Ash, leading the Undying to dispatch an investigative mission there. A religion that has arisen in recent years in Ash and which has its basis in the Circle of Malleus, an ancient faith whose followers worship Ultima as a god. It's popularized by King Barnabas Tharum of Waloed even, who spread its prayers and rituals among his people. Believers see becoming Akashic as a means of achieving purity, and of being freed from their torments of the mortal realm. Yeah, so them becoming Akashic to them was a good thing. Which is what he meant when he was like, to save their souls, I guess. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway. Born a princess of the Northern Territories, and Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her father, the Silvermane's incessant raids were quelled by the duchy. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I see, yeah, because her dad was the one conducting the raids, yeah. She entrusted her icon to Clive after she was bested by King Barnabas, that he might have the strength to fight their fate to the last. This one, Cyril. A senior member of the Undying, known as the Bearer of the Burning Quill. He and his order devote their lives to the service of the Phoenix and do not fear death, so long as it comes in the course of their duties. Though Clive takes exception to what appears at first glance a pointless waste of human life. The two come to see each other eye to eye, Cyril expressing a deep gratitude for the regard Clive shows his fallen comrades. Okay, I still missed one somewhere. Ah. Captain of the Curse Breakers, who directs their bearer liberating operations. She learns that Chadwick, fellow bearer and brother-in-arms who helped her escape her former master, met his untimely end in the cursed depths of the Balamung Dark. He died the same hero he was in life, having fought until the bitter end to save the life of a young bearer girl. Doris swears to keep fighting herself, that his legacy might live on. I always miss so many of these. Gav. Says faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. Born the youngest son of a large family, he had always longed to be a big brother. However, just as his mother was ready to give birth to the sister he had impatiently awaited, his entire family were slain in an imperial raid on his village. Now he has a new family and the members of the Hideaway, and swears to protect them where his younger self could not. Yeah, because like we found all the characters we have now. For the lay of the land, I think we have most of them. Yeah, like I'm missing 2 things. I don't know what they could be, but I'm missing 2 things. Mysteries of the Realm, I'm missing 1 thing. 4 things. Okay, so I'm missing a few things here. And we have everything in the bestiary. So, I mean... But I'm not too sure what could be missing. I'm willing to bet some of it is on Origin. Whether or not I can come back is a completely separate thing. Because I don't know if I can come back once I go to Origin. I'm sure if I can't, the game will tell me. Good bones. Oh, that's the one that's Sid's theme. I think. Maybe. Okay, Founder's Footsteps. That's a good one. Just curious what a lot of these songs are. Okay, it's just like the fight one. Oh, that's interesting. That's one I got from the thing. Oh, do I have all of them? Oh, it seems I have all of them. Nice. I'll go back to Twilight. So you're trying to debate here. So we got 2 of these here. Ah, man. Lay of the Land. But there's like 4 things missing. What could they even be? Like, unless it's these towns, which it might be, to be fair. Like, at least 2 of them might be these towns. A couple of them are probably from Origin.
Let's go.
But then I might not be able to go back to Tomes, though. I don't know. I'm not too sure how they're gonna do this. We'll just have to wait and see, right? See, I've already been going for like a full stream length, and I haven't even like hit up the final area yet. So definitely gonna be running late. I still don't know how long. I hope I am actually close to the end. It's definitely doing everything like I am. I don't want to be like, oh, it's the end, and then we play like even longer, and then just all of a sudden it's like, ah, no, you still got like at least another 4 hours
This
left.
must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Conservatory, huh? I've been up here, right? Yeah, I have been up here. I'm just trying to think where that one enemy could be. If I had to guess, maybe the enemy's actually over here. Do I check? I'll take a peek. What's it called again? The Masterless whatever? The Masterless something or other? Masterless Marauder? A lot of graves here. You know, I didn't purchase any potions. I meant to. I meant to purchase potions before I left. Whoops. Oh well, not too big of a deal. I mean, the S rank wouldn't be up here, would it? I'm just trying to think where they would be, because, like, there would make sense. I guess maybe somewhere along here. Somewhere along there, maybe. Maybe in the Angry Gap, even. Because we've been... Yeah, probably. I mean, we'll check up here anyway. Because if I can fight the Mark, then that would be quite good. I don't see it over here, though. Yeah, it's not going to be over here. Okay. All right, all right. Hello? Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as the instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. And live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. That sounds...
This is nothing short of torture.
I was gonna say, that sounds really bad. Like, monstrous, even. I got a potion. Badback Conservatory Writ of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Lude hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Is this it? I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries within the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I've decided, tomorrow, I, too, must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. This is reading out so hard like a Resident Evil letter. Like, this seems very Resident Evil to me.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Like, that's so much like a letter you'd get in Resident Evil that I'm actually really kind of spooked by it, to be honest. I assume there's a point of no return. I mean, I assume so. Like it'll tell me for sure. Like, I agree. I think it would say so. Claw reaches up here. Oh, there it is.
Forked white tree. This must be the place.
What's this then? Oh, a chest. Have I not been up here either? I thought I would have been up here. I guess not. Did I not explore here as thoroughly as I thought I did?
Could he really be buried here?
Time to dig and find out.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Sorry, just looking at something quick.
This must be the registry.
Good God. All right. Bad Bat Conservatory Registry of Bearer Losses. 846. So that's the year, I guess. The month is 8th and the 16th day. Hans, 10 years old. Lithification, which I assume is turning to stone. Alfred, 9 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old. Lithification. Polina, 10 years old. Emaciation. Then just a day after, Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempting to fight. Joanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempting to fight. Reinhard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, 12 years old, lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old, emaciation. Then just like another day later, it's just like all dots. So I don't know if that's implying that it's just like, well, there's just more there, but we're not reading it. Or if that's when he kind of realized, yeah, it's not good. That's not good.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery?
Did he turn Akashic? He did. Good lord.
A matter of time, I suppose.
You remember trees like that? Same.
This place is cursed.
Yeah, but geez, that's all very awful. Yeah, I'll just stun him. Yeah, we're not gonna get a very good run at this, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll Giga Flare it anyway. We'll Giga Flare. Maybe hit it with an Ignite, just cause. And we are. Okay, it does still hit pretty far away. Cool, cool, excellent. I could have made the other piece of armor, I just realized.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Clive. Okay, we'll go to the other spot now, too. Then I think that's it for all the quests. And then after that, well, we still need to find out where this one creature is. I'm still not entirely sure. I think it's probably around here. Either that or the Angry Gap. And then I hope I have it. Otherwise, I'm going to need to look it up. As in, like, have the final curiosity. And if I can, I'd rather not look it up. But same with the kind of the tomes thing. If it doesn't max out at 8, I'm gonna need to realize and figure out what it is that I'm gonna be looking for. Because this is a 100% run as far as I'm concerned. Just in time. I wonder what the range is. Yeah, I wonder too. I feel like I want to say it's a screen wipe. I think it has to be a screen wipe because it's a really far range. And a screen wipe is crazy to think about. but I think it probably is.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Yeah, now this one I do remember being in, because I remember going here and being like, I can go in this house, but then I couldn't go in the house. Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Cairnorvent in 873 and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stone here for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Walood's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. I was there for the fire in Cairnorvent. I remember that.
This
Joshua
is a
caused
Royal
it.
Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Complete botany of Banes. Tail of Wyvern. White flower and black root, the latter of which give out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps, most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. So this is them talking a bit about how they make the bearer brand, because it's made via the tail of Wyvern. So that's interesting.
His interests were certainly varied.
The folklorist's fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or spirit appears more often in Valestian folk tales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths and leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet there is one detail among the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree. But every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm. And the illustration beside the name? Why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away from human view. That's true. We do have Nectar. After all, who is our little Moogle buddy? From a distance, here we go. The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing. The wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valestian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Alessia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. So a long time ago, there was a big ass war. The bearers kind of lost, and then they were just made to be slaves forever. Huh. Okay. 5 nights and Among Us in like 2 minutes. I know, right? That's really funny.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah, it was not letting me teleport. We got a fight on our hands.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Hello?
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
I get it.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Nah, I'd like to see you try. Where'd he come from?
Let's see, shall we?
It should be easy enough. Now, this might get me up to 5. I think I did have a little bit in there. Nah, never mind. Not quite. Okay, we're gonna tank it a little bit. Tank it a little bit. Screen wipe. Ah, it hit me. I was hoping to dodge. Alright, bring it on, Inquisitor. Okay, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. In fact, it's going pretty okay. We definitely hit 5. Yeah, it's kind of a cool shot. And you, my friend, I thought we were dead, but no, you might actually survive this. That's okay, you won't survive a Giga Flare. See, told you, won't survive a Giga Flare. Easy. Nothing personal,
Impressive.
kid.
But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
What if I kill you?
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history.
That is mostly
That
true.
a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation.
Like, I'm not going to say it's
as to
entirely
why
true,
they
but I'd
came
say it's
to
probably
pass.
mostly true.
It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Will we?
Wait.
Basically done with the end of the game. How will we meet again? He's gone. How did he do that?
Damn it.
How did he actually do that? That makes no sense.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain.
He's
what
probably
it was
just
all about.
hiding. He's probably just hiding behind those boxes. Okay, so now, if I had to take a guess, because it's on. They mentioned Willowed, so the beast is on the continent. They didn't really give me much more to go off of other than that.
Faster.
So we can make a couple assumptions, but really my main assumption is just that the beast is on the continent here, which isn't very helpful. I don't know where else it could really be.
No need to ride from here.
We're not alone.
To me, Flames!
I'm trying to think, where would a beast be? Okay. Come on, Joshua. Man, we shot him up there too. We're juggling him a bit. I don't know. I don't know. There aren't really that many places on the continent where I think it would work for a beast to be hidden. It mentions shackles. I mean, I guess this is like a military encampment here. I mean, that could be it. I don't think it is, but it could be. It is not.
No holding back.
I mean, I may as well kill it, right? I mean, that'll do. Good start, at least. Okay, whatevs, whatevs. Okay, I gotta just stop with that. Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, we may as well just get it up there normally then, or just by dodging and parrying. Either one kind of works. Yeah, like that. There you go. Worked out beautifully, in fact, even if it did take a lot of damage. Flimsy rebirth, flimsy rebirth. Yeah, we'll do that. And he ends with a Giga Flare, a Giga Chad Flare. Now, you weren't the beast I was looking for, though. I don't know where it could be. That's really my only struggle, is I don't know what it could be. It mentioned shackles. It mentioned it breaking free from said shackles. But besides that, I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe down here. Oh, that would make sense, actually. It could very well be down there. That's probably my best bet.
Let's go.
Now, I'm going to be fighting an S rank on less than half health on 3 potions and 2 high potions. If I actually manage it without dying, I will be very impressed with myself. It could be up here, actually, because I don't think there's much up here from what I remember. And this area does seem... I was going to say relatively wide, but I guess not. Yeah. I mean, it could be over here, actually. No, because that's where we fought the orc dude. He's not here because we fought something else here, I'm pretty sure. He could be in Mickelberg. He could be in Mickelberg. He's either in the Angry Gap or he's in Mickelberg. I'm going to take a shot at Mickelberg. I mean, if it seems like I'm going to struggle, I might use a guide. I don't think I need to, but I might. Okay, he's not. I mean, he could even be here for all I know. I don't think he would be. Nah, he wouldn't be. Yeah, we'll avoid the plague like one does. Yeah, it could be in Mickelberg. I'm not too sure. That was a very good unintentional kind of dodge. I was gonna say, I feel like this is the turnoff. So let's see then. If I'm allowed back in here, which I am.
Thanks, Gal.
Imagine if it's programmed to be in the last place you look. That'd be funny. That would be pretty funny. I'm allowed to fight here. Okay, there's nothing here. I guess at least I can go up here now and just have a little peek. Oh, there's a chest. I mean, at least that's something. Filled with an empty shard. I mean, at least I can sell that. As well as the rest of the materials. I mean, the only other place I can think of would indeed be like the Angry Gap. It definitely has to be here. I'm just surprised they didn't really give me much to go off of.
Let's go.
Because like with all the other ones, they're like, oh, well, it could be like, oh, by a forest or in a forest or like near a road or where traders travel, right? It's like, okay, that's fair. This one's like, it's on Waloed and it's really scary, or it's in Waloed and it's really scary. It's like, ah, that tells me nothing. It wouldn't be in here. Because I'm assuming it's a proper beast. I mean, I guess it could be where we fought. Like, I guess it could actually be here. Because we fought the marks in the same areas before. So it could be. I probably should just check. Just to be on the safe side. But I don't know. I imagine it won't be here. But there's only so few places that kind of work. Okay, well, it is not up here because it definitely would have. Wait a minute. There's a chest here.
Straight home now.
It definitely would have been like, whoa, you seen it? Regal arm guards. They're not going to be as good. Those, I don't know, those may have been good a while ago, but definitely not good now.
Good girl.
Yeah.
So it has to be in the Angry Gap. That's the only real place I can think it would be. Because I really can't think of anywhere else. No tarantulas. I'm not interested. I got a high potion. Nice. I'm glad I came through here at the very least. It's kind of a good point, actually. There wasn't really a ton in the Angry Gap, so it could actually be here. Like, there are some things you could fight, but like... What if it's a giant enemy? What if it's that crab, isn't it? We're fighting a giant enemy crab, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, no, it's not. No, that's not a mantoise. Never mind. I saw it walking and it looked like the crabs. Damn, I wish. God, I wish we were fighting a giant enemy crab.
Flooded twice over.
Oh, is this it? No. I keep seeing big things and I'm like, is that it? Kashik Lindworm. I remember when you heard the name Angry Gap, you said that there's probably going to be a fight there. I did, didn't I? I did say that. I forgot I said that, actually. I mean, because it looks like the perfect place for a fight. Now I'm not so sure. I've been through basically the whole of the Angry Gap and I haven't seen a thing. Where could it be?
Safe.
Okay, well, let's return to the hideaway and take care of these quests. And then I'll have a look at the board again, and I'll see if I can deduce it from there. This will give me a chance to see how we're doing on tomes as well, actually. I mean, it'll do. Oh. I mean, it's a lot of damage. That's still a lot of damage. I don't think we can finish him. Oh, we're close though. That's close. Okay, good. Not bad. Not bad. Halfway to next level as well. Yeah, so we'll go back to the hideaway. We'll finish off those quests. Let's see what else I need. Then we'll find the notorious mark, which I think might be the final mark. Nuts. I know, right? I mean, it could still be in the Angry Gap. I just kind of have a hard time believing it is, so I was probably wrong. Man. Hey, Vivian, I got your book.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
Well, no mention is made as to the name of the author. Whether this is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously, it is impossible to say. Here, take your book.
You found it. Thank you, Clive.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors.
I just need to give my nose a blow. So I'll be 1 sec. I mean, I'm still gonna be here. I'm just gonna turn the webcam off so you guys don't see it.
It's just a matter of collective belief. And then if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that
Okay, there
the
we go.
entire realm
All taken care of.
trembled at the prospect of its utterance.
Feels good to be able to breathe again.
I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll try.
Quest complete. Quest complete. There we go. An inconvenient truth. Scholar's bonnet. Vivian Ninetails, a scholarly head wear awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do. Vivian Ninetails. You have another new one? He does. And this one's also hidden, isn't it? No, it's in Garnick. The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white, and those of their fallen comrades. So I need to go to Garnick. Turned Akashic. See, that tells me nothing. See, it's the Waluder army. So it has to be an Ash. It could, to be fair, they talk about like captors, so I mean, it could in theory, I guess, be where we fought this. I am most not sure.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid.
I did. I got
Did
your
you by
thingy.
any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I do.
I did. Yes.
What was that? The concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Bad Buck Conservatory.
If I may, the bearer registry.
Yeah. Nah, it's honestly that is like super sad, dude.
The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
They would.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back.
Yeah, survivor's guilt. It's a real problem, dude.
Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Now, do I get to keep the registry as the curiosity? No, I don't. Wait a minute. I don't get a curiosity from this? Okay, so that means I probably get one from doing all of the hunts from the hunt board. And I probably get one for completing the tomes stuff. Yeah, because that's it for all... Oh, no, I got a new one. Okay, maybe I get one from here. Maybe I get a new one from here. Still one more quest to be done. At At the very least. One more quest to be done. Then after that, I presume we actually do make way for Origin. Bum, ba, bum, bum. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take. Yeah, Origin is very foreboding, right? Like, I don't know how long Origin's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be a much longer section. That's one thing I'm not too sure about. I mean, to be fair, I could finish. I'm not too sure because I could finish it. Like, I could just do like a shorter stream tomorrow to finish it. I'm just wondering because I don't want it to go on for too long either. Master Clive, I'm aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Because like I am gonna be busy tomorrow, but if I did do this, it would probably be a shorter stream. I don't imagine it would go on for longer. I'm debating it. How much space do I have actually? That might actually be my biggest. I'm getting there. I'm getting there to unsafe levels. I don't know. Should I do that? Is that what I should do? Today was supposed to be the final one. No, don't worry about being active, friendo. Like, don't worry about that. Activity in the chat, like, obviously always welcome because, well, you know, like, it's always welcome. But lurking, inactivity, all perfectly fine. Like, I'm not debating this just because it's like, oh well, you know, activity, chat, etc. It's purely because I'm just debating it. Because if I keep going, I'm probably not going to end until like 8. Yeah, we should probably check ability points. I don't know. Do I leave it for tomorrow and just do like a shorter stream? I might do that. I might do that, to be honest. Only because I know if I keep going, it's probably gonna be a while, and I don't wanna be like, oh, you know, like, oh god, I hope the final quest. You know, I'm getting hungry. I hope the final quest ends soon, right? I don't want to be like that, so I might actually end it here and then do like a shorter stream tomorrow. I know I said I wouldn't be streaming on Friday, which, to be fair, I probably will be a bit tired because I'll be going out and waking up early and all that. But I think tomorrow would be a shorter stream anyway if I only have this a hunt and you know, this to go through. So really it shouldn't be that bad. So I might actually do that. I might leave it for tomorrow. So let's have a look at our abilities and just spend our points, right? Because may as well just spend them. I guess that's true. I can upgrade. Oh, I could upgrade these. I don't know if mastering like does anything for me on this case. It might. Assignment to any icon. Assignment to any icon. Yeah, they're just like assigning stuff to any icon. So nothing really super great. So we'll just spend points, because why not, right? We'll just spend points. Like, we'll unlock things. I might upgrade everything, but we'll have everything unlocked. And then from there, we'll see if we need to do any fun little upgrades. So everything's unlocked now. Oh, no, it's not. Now all the abilities are unlocked. And how do I tell what's upgraded and what's not? I don't know if there's an indicator. Oh, no, you're not upgraded. Oh, but I'm not using you. You're upgraded. Okay, so I gotta hover on it. Okay, we'll just upgrade. Let's upgrade until we don't have points anymore. That one we've already upgraded. Upgrade you. I guess it has like more of a little ring around it. Yeah, it does. Okay. Upgrade you, which means you're upgraded. Yeah. Yeah, most of these are upgraded as well. Yeah, I can master these. See, I like how it's just like, well, let's just upgrade everything. Because why not? I have no reason not to. Okay, I can't upgrade that. Upgrade that, though. Upgrade that. And I guess that is all I can really upgrade for the moment. I can't believe we're doing one more stream of this. It's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing. I just really was expecting it to be finished today. Ugh. I was really expecting it to be finished. Once again, not a bad thing. I'm just surprised how much they crammed at the end. And it's all, in my opinion at the very least, all quite necessary. Because it's all really good stuff, right? Okay, so we'll do a stream tomorrow. It'll probably be shorter. And we'll see what happens, basically. We'll see if the game actually ends or not. Best is here some more. Thank you very much. There's our last batch of water for the day. Not for the day. I'll drink more, I promise, but for the stream. Man. It's quite the achievement. It is. It is. Once again, I don't want people to think I'm complaining, right? That's like my one big worry when I'm like, man, it's still going. It's just surprising to me that they managed to still do so much, even though I'm like right at the tail end. But it's finishing up everybody's story, which I think is pretty good. And I know Megan's going to make fun of me, by the way. She's going to ask, how'd the stream go? Did you finish the game? I'm going to say stream went great, but I didn't finish the game. And she will laugh because she's been asking me that every time, because every time I say I think I'm close. Now I think I'm close, but I'm not going to say for sure if I am. So, yeah. Yeah. So what do we have to do? We got to finish Tomes' thing, and then we got to finish up the hunt quest and all of that. So we should be good. She knows that you haven't finished the stream. Well, it's funny, because normally when I go late as well, is that it means I'm finishing it up. Like, I mean, I guess I'm only like an hour late, but I know if I keep going, it's going to go and like for at least another 2 hours probably at this rate. So, yeah. Best to end it now and then just finish it up tomorrow. That's fine, though. That's fine. In a weird way, it's going to be kind of fitting because tomorrow would have been the last stream anyway for the week. And if it's a shorter one, like I say, it's not really a big deal. I'll just need to remember that my energy is probably going to be a bit low when I come home. Because whenever I go out to do stuff, because I am at least like somewhat introverted, right? So going out does take a lot of my energy away from me. So I'm going to be tired starting the stream up, but I'm sure the stream energy will come in and I'll be all raring to go. That's good though. All right, I'm going to go get some food. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, whether you popped in, stuck around, whether you're still here lurking. Really appreciate it. I promise the game will be over soon. I promise the game will be over soon. Next time for sure. Even if it will be shorter. Just be aware that it'll probably be shorter. But yeah. All right. I'm going to just mute the game here. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm sorry we're not done with the game yet. But for now, it is time we cue the outro. It is time we cue the outro. So Frag out. And I shall catch you guys tomorrow. Where we actually finally, for sure, I promise, finish off this game. All right. Catch you guys then.